Welcome to another episode of Around the Town with your humble host, KD, giving y'all some of that news y'all can use. Now, look, before we sit there and jump straight into today's topic, three things. First thing, like, share, subscribe. Boom. You can hit the post notification bell too. All that bundled in one. Okay, cool. Second thing, we are on the road to 500 subscribers. So what I need for y'all to do is, being that y'all already like, share, and subscribe, write a funny comment. All throughout the month of April, I told you I'm dropping every day. I skipped one day, which was my birthday, because I wanted to enjoy my birthday. But cool, we back at it. I need y'all to, once y'all subscribe, go under the video, and this is going for all the videos that's dropping from March 31st all the way to May 1st. Get me up to 500 subscribers. Top 5 funniest subscribers get a $20 cash app. If y'all get me over 500 subscribers, and I feel that y'all can, this is where the good part comes in. Now, I feel that y'all can do this. So what I'm going to do is, this aspect is going for the subscribers in New York. Y'all get me up to 500 subscribers. Top 5 funniest comments get $20 cash app. Y'all get me over 500 subscribers, I have 3 of these things. So depending on how far over y'all get me to over 500, 3 of these bad boys is going to 3 of our New York subscribers. 4-in-1 Ultimate Jar filled with an LED light, so you can sit there and showcase your flower. Comes with a grinder and a one hitter. So 4-in-1. You feel what I'm saying? And if y'all get me substantially, I mean substantially, over 500 subscribers, I might have a little something in here for you to indulge into. But listen, now that I've got that nice and sad, that was the 3 topics before. Okay, cool. Now it is time to dive into what we came here for. So we all know that P. Diddy has been all over the tabloids, all over the news. All right, cool. If you grew up listening to hip hop and just staying in tune, you know that the stories on P. Diddy vast way back, and you've heard wild stories every now and again. All right, cool. So now we're to the situation to where Cassie has sat there and actually lit the fuse to the powder keg that is about to explode. And mind you, that powder keg is full of shit. I'm telling you. But look, Cassie sat there, lit the fuse because she filed a lawsuit after her NDA was over, ended up getting a cash out of over 30 something million dollars for her to keep her mouth closed because she exposed P. Diddy in a fashion of, man, like doing them parties, man, like sitting there hiring male escorts to sit there and run through the said individual while he record all types of shenanigans, which you was with that man for umpteen years, so who knows if you was forced, if you enjoyed it. That's not what we here for. But that lawsuit right then and there, even though it was a civil lawsuit, so Puffy wasn't going to jail for it, that opened up, that blossomed the flower of fuckery that Puffy is going through right now. So after that, you have the second lawsuit. Now, the second lawsuit comes from a producer by the name of Little Rod, no Diddy. So he files a lawsuit after trying to start a GoFundMe so he can raise up money to sue P. Diddy because P. Diddy still hasn't released the funds that was owed to him for his production on the Love album. Okay, once that goes into play, see how funny this shit is. So Cassie sit there, dropped the lawsuit. She hits 30 something. Excuse me. Couple months later, Lil Rod sits there, dropped the lawsuit. He ain't get no money yet, but now his lawsuit is way more meticulous than the lawsuit of Cassie because Cassie ain't really dropped no names. Lil Rod started dropping names and started dropping situations and started dropping things that was happening that he did not expect while working on the Love album. So Lil Rod sits there and says that not only did he not get paid, but he was forced to drink copious amounts of alcohol, which he says that he watched or he noticed that P. Diddy's sons, when these parties were going on, P. Diddy's sons would sit there and spike the drinks with a substance. Who knows? All this is alleged. He also says that Young Miami cousin offered to come into the studio or wherever he was sitting at the time and give him oral compensation just for him being there, and he declined it. So hey, a whole bunch of situations is going on. It was a whole drug mules, all types of shit. Okay, cool. Now we get to fast forward in time. The feds raid the LA mansion and the Miami mansion. Who happens to be in the Miami mansion? His sons. Who happened to sit there and catch footage of his sons and in handcuffs and being detained, not being arrested, but being detained? TMZ. You guessed it. So boom, at the end of the day, it from the outside looking in, this is a scary situation. It's a fucked up situation. A regular person wouldn't know how to sit there and deal with this situation. Puffy is a different type of animal. So Puffy, as his mansions are getting raided, Puffy boards a private jet and goes overseas, or his private jet is supposed to be going overseas to an island somewhere. Now, we would think that he's trying to sit there and run away from the situation, from the untrained eye. Sources have sat there and stated that Puffy wasn't even on that plane. So who knows what's going on? It gets tricky. Now, some theorize that Puffy is so strong when it comes to his influence and possibly whatever situations he may have on other people, that the feds was called not to get information on him, but to remove information so that no other law enforcement situation can find it. This is what is being theorized. Me personally, I don't know that because, and I don't agree with that for the simple fact, never known the feds to sit there and truly protect a black man in situations such as this, especially when the feds is 98.9% conviction rate. So other than the 1, 2 out of 98%, so out of 1,000, let's say 7 out of them 1,000 or get off. So for every 1,000 people, you got 7 people that have the money, have the power, and have the fortitude to fight in order to get it. Because the feds is going to seize a lot of money. They're going to stop a lot of shit from happening in order for you to not be able to pay your lawyer, or in order for you to not be able to pay for the law services required to beat them. But at the same time, Puffy's a different individual. So now we come to a crux in this whole situation, right? So first and foremost, we've all heard from the whole jokes of Meat Mills is one of Puffy's love babies. And it's just so crazy because y'all remember when Young Chop was on Instagram going crazy, sitting there exposing everybody. I just watched a recent video, well, not a recent video, but an old video that recently got uploaded of Young Chop sitting there talking to Gilly the Kid and explaining how either Puffy got something over Meat Mills, or Meat Mills and Puffy got some type of relationship going on, because he been at them parties and he seen how them two just scatter out the room, and next thing you know, Meat Mills is running upstairs looking for Puffy. Hey, yeah, if y'all seen it live, y'all know what I'm talking about. But look, this is the crazy part now. So you had Lil Ross sit there and expose a plethora of people in his court case. From some names were redacted, some names wasn't. The descriptions that they sat there and put on these names will let you know who some of these people are. Alright, cool. Now it gets to the point where one of your sons is now getting sued for SA. Trigger warning for those who don't know what SA, use sexual assault. But okay, so King Combs has now been is now a part of this is now a part of, because he's being sued for SA charge that happened at a yacht party in 2022 on New Year's Eve. Now, first and foremost, I understand you are artists. Your pops is one of the biggest moguls when it comes to hip hop. Okay. I understand he throws lavish parties where you're grown so you can attend. But my whole thing is this. Excuse me, my eye itches. Somebody talking about me. For you to be the person that you are, for you to have the fame and notoriety, plus for you to have the scratch, the chicken, the chili, you know what I mean, the mugger, the guap, the gouda, especially in today's age now. I'm just reporting on what I see. There's no way in the world you should be taking any snoochie from no females, because just off of your name and your notoriety alone, and plus the thought that you have that bag, females are going to basically, especially certain females that come to these parties for these situations, are going to toss you that snoochie. So it's no reason for you to be taking it. But hey, so now you have a lawsuit pending on you for taking Snoochie. It's not good, my boy. Tell you one thing. Um, you've already been on camera throwing down rakes and disrespecting GDs, and you're not even a gangbanger. Um, now you got this. Now you got this on your record. Listen, feds or state don't matter. Gangbanging niggas will sit there and hurt you just because they know you not even like that, and you disrespecting what they putting down. You feel me? Second of all for the strength of the background and what's going on, my boy. If this is true and you happen to get locked up, just know your hands better be ready, and you better be ready to sit there and like my man cartoon, my man cartoon 5-3 say, you better be ready to go for your grits and gravy, because they gonna come at you. You feel me? With all types of situation, extortion, and all types of fuckery. So yeah, but now King Combs is involved in the situation. Now we're gonna double back, because guess who the feds picked up? Guess who's I don't, matter of fact, I'm not gonna say picked up, because I feel like this is voluntary. But guess who's helping out the feds in their investigation? That's right, you guess it, Cassie herself. Now Cassie is working with the feds to help the investigation on P. Diddy. Mind you, Cassie was the catalyst to even start this whole powder keg full of shit that's about to explode. So you got all this melee going on, all the shenanigans going on. And at the same time, you got all this melee, all the shenanigans going on. Boom. Here comes I'll Be Sure. Now, if y'all don't remember I'll Be Sure was an artist from, I want to say, the late 90s, late 80s, early 90s, or just the early 90s. But he was a singer. Now, I'll Be Sure and Puffy have multiple things in common, but two that they have in common that the world knows is I'll Be Sure and Puffy baby shared the same baby mother. God rest her soul. The late Kim Porter. Now, Puffy's supposed oldest son, the very light-skinned tall one that has long hair, that looks nothing like Puffy, that's I'll Be Sure's son. Now, I don't know why Puffy sat there and raised I'll Be Sure's son. Hey, it's not for me to discuss. We're talking about this right here. So allure all the situations with the Miami lockup, you had I'll Be Sure reaching out to his son via Instagram, talking about, yo, it's time for you to come home. It's safe here, this, that, and third. All right, cool. That man should have been home with you. But look, I'll Be Sure is coming out with a documentary. He just did a press conference. He's coming out with a documentary. Now, this documentary is going to explain, I presume, his life story up to the point and after where he got into that coma about a good 2 years ago. Now, allegedly, he's going to sit there and let it be known that Puffy had something to do with him being in the coma and almost dying. And also about Kim Porter's death. Now, this is alleged. We don't have all the facts, but this is what the man came out his mouth and said. So, the fuse is getting smaller, and the powder keg is about to explode. So you have all these situations piling up on Puffy. Now your son is involved. It's crazy. Like there's going to be two videos in one day about one about a son, about a rich individual in the music and uh, investment industry losing the son to street violence. Now we have a mogul possibly about to lose his life and his son's life, or for trying to throw dope ass parties and putting people in awkward positions in order to gain power. Now it's come to a point to where sources are saying some of his other popular and powerful friends are starting to get or are about to start getting subpoenaed in this case. One such star is a person that has had a plethora of okay to good movies, decent TV sitcoms that when around the time when they was out and in syndication, they was going crazy. But most recently, he's noted as one of the Caucasian actors that don't believe in washing their ass every day and don't believe in washing their kids' ass every day. If I'm not mistaken, him and his wife said that they wash their ass once a week. Hey, you don't know who I'm talking about. Talking about Ashton Kutcher, Mr. Punked himself. Now he's about to get punked because supposedly, allegedly, they're about to subpoena Ashton Kutcher in lieu of the Miami raid. So they might have found something with it. They might have found a video too with Ashton up there. They might have found a couple of pictures. Who knows? But supposedly he's getting subpoenaed. Now this information came from Court TV itself. You know what I mean? Most of the shit that I get, you know what I mean? You know, Shade Room, you know the basic black companies that basically sit there and promote a bunch of negative shit dealing with black folks and only promote a little bit of positive shit about black folks. But with this Ashton Kutcher situation, I didn't get that from none of the black publications. I got that from Court TV itself. And you know who runs Court TV. 9 times out of 10, I'm pretty sure there ain't no black people. But hey, now you got your man Ashton Kutcher wrapped up in this situation. So now, being that they've reported this, I'm pretty sure it's going to be more and more people that's going to get wrapped up in the situation. Me personally, I already did 2 videos on Puffy. I really didn't want to keep this going, but I have to. This is what I'm doing. This is what I'm here for. I'm bringing this news to y'all because this is the news y'all need to use. But look, shit about to hit the fan. That powder keg is about to explode, and who knows where they're going to land. But with that being said, this has been another episode of Around the Town with your humble host, KD. Bring y'all the news y'all can use. Now, like I said, we on the road to 500. You know what I mean? We building up this channel one subscriber at a time. You already know the deal. Y'all get me to 500 by May 1st. Y'all gotta be subscribed. Y'all get me to 500 by May 1st. Top 5 funniest comments gets a $20 cash app. Y'all get me over 500. And this right here is for the subscribers in New York. I will be personally delivering this Form 1 grinder showcase, one hitter, just some cool you can keep your flower in when you're moving around the city. Boom. I'm personally delivering that to y'all. Y'all know what I mean? We're gonna do a little Instagram shit. We're gonna do a little YouTube shit. All right, whatever. Cool. Y'all substantially get me over 500. The, I have 3 of these. I have 2 or 3 of these. I believe I have 3. I might drop something in here for y'all, and we might catch a nice little smoke session. But look, y'all know where y'all at. Y'all know what y'all came here for. I appreciate y'all rocking out with me. Peace.